Hi, my sweet, sweet babies. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, as I am posting this message. Now, I'm setting the intention for July 13th, but depending on where you are in the world, the 13th may have already come and gone. You may not see this video for a few days, few weeks, few months. So, we're setting the intention for this to be a message for the next 24 hours from whenever you happen to find the video. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up here for the collective out there. What do we need to know about the next 24 hours? What are we allowed to know about the next 24 hours? Alrighty, my dears, let's see. And we have the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords comes up in a couple of different ways, okay? The Seven of Swords can tell us that we need to be a little bit cautious right now because we could be dealing with a person who maybe is a bit of an opportunist. They're coming into the situation acting like they want to help us, but they may be looking to take credit for our work or try to get into our pants or get into our pockets. It could be someone who is coming forward when they've had a very long time to get to know you or to be there for you. But they may see that you may be onto something right now where you're coming into a come up or you're about to have some good things happen. Maybe they're noticing that there's like an improvement in your demeanor or like in your energy, and they're like, oh, all right, this person's about to come up. This person is working towards some really big things right now. And so they may be all of a sudden sliding into your DMs, wanting to grab coffee, wanting to go out, wanting to spend time with you. Meanwhile, they've known you for like, I don't know, 15 years or something or whatever. Like, they've known you a long time. But all of a sudden now they're taking interest. So be careful and be cautious, because this could be somebody who sees you making advancements or progress in your life and they want to slide in just before it comes in so they can act like, well, I was with you from the beginning. I'm not like these other fake people. I'm not around you for your success. I was with you before your success. Meanwhile, they just saw it quickly and they slid in, right? They're being slick. So be aware of anybody like that. They've had forever to spend time with you, and now that things are getting better, all of a sudden they're taking interest. Seven of Swords can also come up when we need to be cautious about how we're leaving a situation. So it can come up to say that this is not a time to be super direct, or maybe we're in a really toxic situation and we're like, I gotta get out of this situation. But if you try to stand up to this person or these people or this organization and flat out say to them, look, this isn't okay, I'm out of here, they're gonna try to find some way to keep you there. They're gonna try to find some kind of way to make it impossible for you to leave. And so the Seven of Swords says, leave quietly. Slide out of there. Be cautious. Some of you have heard me tell the story when I was younger and I was married, to a not so nice guy. He was wonderful in the beginning, but not so nice after we got married. And I just didn't feel safe and I was really scared. And so I left. I said, I gotta go back home to California. I was in Florida. My aunt's not doing well. She's really sick. I gotta go see her. I wasn't lying. My aunt was sick and I did have to go see her, but I used that as my opportunity to get on a plane. And once while he was at work, I put all my stuff in flat rate boxes. I mailed as much as I could to me, right, to take it with me, and I put whatever I could in my suitcase, and I left. I didn't tell him I wasn't gonna come back. I waited till I was in California. I called him and I said, hey, I'm not coming back. And he went off yelling and so upset, and you should have told me before you left, that what you did was wrong, it's lying, it's sneaky. And I said, what would you have done if I told you I was leaving? And he said, I would have knocked your ass out. You would have been laid out on the living room floor. You wouldn't even have made it to the front door. And I was like, well, then maybe that's why I didn't tell you, right? So some of you might be in a situation, where your sense of morals, your sense of truthfulness, it's not like you're holding yourself to too high a standard. This is more like self-preservation. It's not lying to say you're leaving and not coming back. It's keeping yourself alive, or it's keeping yourself safe, or it's making sure that you can get out of there while you still can. That's kind of an extreme situation, and that's not going to be the case for many of you. But some of you that you're in this situation, step quietly, step lightly. People don't need to know your plans right now. If you are doing something in terms of business or creative endeavors, you need to be cautious, because you may be dealing with people that want to steal your ideas, right? They might try to be seeing what you're doing, what you're working on. They may even discourage you and say, oh no, I wouldn't do that. That's not that great of an idea. And then they steal it and they run off with it, and they put it out there and they beat you to it. So this might be a time with the Seven of Swords to keep your cards close to your chest, so to speak. You don't have to lay everything out. Not everybody needs to know what you're doing. Also, I recognize that there are a lot of groups right now online where people go and they share their work. And they share their work because they want to get opinions from other people. And they're like, oh, what do you think of this drawing? Or what do you think of this poem? Or what do you think of this song? Or this is what I've been working on. And people might say, oh, that's great. Oh, no, that's not great. And you just want to get feedback. Be cautious. You may have people in these platforms that are taking your work, and then they're passing it off as theirs, and they're selling it, and they're trying to make money off of it. So this is not a time to show everybody what you're up to. This could be telling you protect your work, protect your ideas, protect your creativity. In a work situation, be cautious, because you may have somebody who's trying to play sabotage. So make sure that you're documenting conversations, that you have a nice little paper trail, that you're backing things up through email, that you're keeping record of what you're working on or what you've been told, and cover your little behind in this way. If somebody is giving you instructions and saying, hey, do this and this and this and this and this and this, follow it up with an email. Hey, so-and-so, thanks for meeting with me. Per your instructions, I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this. And they might not respond to you, and you do what they told you to do. Then your supervisor comes in furious. Why on earth would you do this? This is so wrong. Who does this way? And you're in big trouble. And you say, well, so-and-so told me to do it that way. And that person says, I would never tell you to do it that way. That's not the way to do it. It's not my fault if that's what you understood, but that's not what I told you. Oh, okay, that's interesting. But I emailed you and I told you that's what I understood, and you didn't correct me. So when you didn't respond to my email, I just assumed I had understood correctly. Here, let me print that out for you. So just anything that you can do to document your work, to document conversations, if you are in a hostile working environment. Hopefully the majority of you aren't, but some of you are, and I can relate. Oh gosh, have I been in some hostile work environments. And so if you are in an environment like that, Seven of Swords could just be telling you to be cautious. Double check your work. You might have people come in messing with your work, so just make sure things were as you left it before you wrap it up and turn it in, things of this nature. You may want to check out your weekly forecasts for the coming week, for the 8th through the 14th, 18th through the 24th, I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me, the 18th through the 24th, that's linked in the description of the video, for the weekly forecasts. And love readings for July are linked in the description of the video. Hopefully within the next 24 hours, by the time tomorrow's card is posted, I am gone, I am camping, I am in nature, but I will have videos set to post for the daily messages before I go. Weekly forecasts are out, and I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous, fabulous day ahead. Take care And be well, my darlings.